The story begins with Elias Howe, who in 1846 patented a design using a lockstitch, a process where two threads interlock within the fabric. However, Howe struggled to sell his clunky machine. The real revolution arrived when Isaac Merritt Singer refined the design. Singer didn't just improve the mechanics by adding a foot treadle, allowing the operator to use both hands. He invented the hire purchase plan, the world's first installment payment system. This made the machine affordable for every American household, not just wealthy factories. The impact was instantaneous and tectonic. By the 1860s, a shirt that took 14 hours to sew by hand could be finished in just over an hour. This massive leap in productivity gave birth to ready-to-wear clothing. For the first time in history, clothing was produced in standardized sizes rather than custom-tailored for the elite. This democratized fashion. Suddenly, a clerk in New York could afford a suit that looked remarkably similar to one worn by a millionaire. The American Civil War accelerated this shift. The government needed hundreds of thousands of uniforms fast, forcing factories to adopt the sewing machine on a massive scale. This created the blueprint for the modern factory system. Once the war ended, these factories didn't stop. They pivoted to making dresses, cloaks, and trousers for the general public. As production soared, so did the demand for textiles, which directly fueled the growth of American cotton and wool mills. The sewing machine also created a new social class, the professional seamstress and the department store worker. Iconic American retailers like Macy's and Sears, Roebuck & Company, rose to prominence because they finally had a consistent, mass-produced inventory to sell to a growing middle class. Ultimately, the sewing machine took fashion out of the private home and put it onto the global stage. It transformed clothing from a lifetime investment into a seasonal trend, laying the groundwork for the trillion-dollar global industry we see today. It remains the single most important tool in the history of human attire, an American-led innovation that dressed the world.